Okay.
Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams, taking on a squad from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Roadrunners will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Colorado State Rams offense takes the field for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Under fire. It's complete to the right.
What?
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling
Dude,
catch
that's
is plenty to give them a first down.
Stupid.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rigby. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Jackson will throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Wants to throw again. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Continues to fight for yards. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door. First and goal.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Barrels ahead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on third and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one way too far.
That last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So UTSA's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Smith dropping to pass. Looking to the big tight end.
No, I threw that way
and
too
a missed
early.
opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
From the gun, the ground game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The Roadrunners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, UTSA. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Jackson gonna throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Rigby. After the filthy move, he's got room. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Pulls it in, it's Rigby. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
We knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Hauls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Rams have it with a first and goal. They just keep firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Dupree. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Here's a heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the third play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then the next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Buys a little time. With the catch, it's Smith. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Might be changing the route. Toss sweep right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Smith wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
And the Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Fires to the right.
No,
and that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call.
No way.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
That's crazy.
This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Roadrunners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Roadrunners!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
UTSA 14, Colorado State 7.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Pocket breaking down. Grab near the marker. It's Dupree. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
By the receiver.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. They're working that left side. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. The Rams with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Works the middle. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. And the Rams headed quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Skips away from pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
No.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Finds space on the right. And he was
Dude,
off to
what
the
is my
races.
guy
Finally
doing?
tipped up
He
at
blocked
the
the
36.
touchdown.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Smith dropping to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
All right, back-to-back shots by the offense. Staying aggressive, foot on the pedal. They had a big completion the previous play, so they try to take another one, but give the defense credit, forcing the incompletion.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team.
Wait, did I?
That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Rams will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Trying to set the tone with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Got a man. It's Anderson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Not good.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Butler Tanner.
They'll try the run. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
We needed that.
That running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes, yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly. Touchdown!
Bo
UT San
Jackson,
Antonio
everybody.
made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lost again.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll pull it on the read.
They got me.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Oh, geez.
And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. And the Rams trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Jackson gonna throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Rigby. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
What's up?
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play, a huge chunk play that you didn't want to give up. Don't hang your head. Now play the next play. Played it aggressively, went and got the sack.
Oh,
what a response.
Tripped up for the tackle.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Gets it to him on the screen. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight.
Oh, missed it.
Tried
Another one.
to
He
give it up.
doinked
Buddy
it.
English, but he missed it.
Ooh.
Guys, the missed field goal and nothing
That's-
changes. Still a 14-point game. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Handoff to the single back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO
What the
game's been a
heck?
problem.
Why'd you do
Couldn't
that?
find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the
again.
pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Smith wants to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football and try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from... There he goes! Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Yeah,
Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Offense.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Not much of a 4th down
Great little
gamble when
delay
it's that
route
much of a
there.
sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and
he's all bottled up, and now it's
No.
forced. The ball's
Oh, my.
loose. And the defense
Dude,
jumps on it. They
that's
get that
just
turnover.
ridiculous.
that's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
Oh, yeah, that was a fumble, all right. Oh, well, dang it.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time.
No,
And a
why
pickup
does
of
it...
8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Makes the catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
I don't feel like they're running, but...
Use the play fake, now to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jackson will throw. Working that wide receiver screen. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback adapted. And he'll
Dude,
step into the end
switch
zone.
me to
Touchdown,
somebody close to the
Colorado State.
ball.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And nobody's
And
coming
with
up
the
to get
extra
him.
point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt.
So
Find those
good.
plays. Those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th
impeccable
quarter.
block.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Gets it past the 1st down marker and
First
still running.
down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the 1st on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
From the gun, the running back has it.
Just picked up a
Still
double
running at
block.
the 40. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. And the Roadrunners will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Roadrunners can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
All right, I've got 2
Timeout
down.
called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the
Two tries
Roadrunners
to
are at
pick
the
up
line
2
looking
yards.
to convert on 3rd and short. Smith dropping to pass. Working that left side now. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Shambles.
Now on
Oh, they
1st
didn't
and
have,
10
even have
from
to
the
use
35.
a timeout, dude. Ah!
They're going to run it. Breaks into the open.
Cole Cabana!
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UTSA! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Rams will hustle to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. It's Rigby. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Gonna look downfield again. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Lord.
Brings it in down the left side.
Oh.
Touchdown,
Dude,
Rams.
are you kidding me?
He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Nevada is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 14 to Air Force. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
UTSA 35, Colorado State 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. This drive will open from the 15. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Rams have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout.
How in the world?
Downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Oh, wait, it's not covered.
Defense not showing press coverage. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Rigby.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Rams are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, Man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Here we go. Going to the running game. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Looking to scramble. Makes the grab on the left.
Why
Timeout
did you
is called,
stop
and the clock is
running,
down
my
to
guy?
8. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He wants to change this route. Smith wants to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. After this, it'll be a wrap. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Unloads to the wideout. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game.
Well,
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
take them.